A stone's throw from the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe, I've come to Meta's offices to try out its latest extended reality project. I'm the first journalist from outside Germany to see the new interactive Holocaust education tool. Tell Me Inge takes users on an audiovisual journey into the memories of Inge Auerbacher, a survivor of the Nazi regime. You ask Inge questions by simply talking, and the artificially intelligent system will play out her response. Tell me about the terrible journey.
One morning, when I was 7.
It's her real recorded answer, not a digitally doctored version.
Oh, Inge's showing me something. She's opened up a box.
But it's presented to you like you're inside a video game, a moving storybook with your environment changing around you as Inge recounts more anecdotes and details from her past.
That's pretty cool. So she's opened a book and then we can see floating up over her right hand shoulder the book.
It's a joint project with Hollywood startup Storyfile, which is now moving beyond computer screens and is stepping into uncharted virtual territory.
It's a little bit tense in this space, I have to say. It feels a bit eerie. I feel quite nervous about it all. My hands are sweating a bit, but it also is great to kind of see her stories come to life in this way. It makes you focus more on what she's saying. In a strange way, you're almost being entertained.
The experience was made in partnership with UNESCO, Claims Conference and World Jewish Congress.
You can take the story wherever you want to take the story. You can ask in whatever order you want to ask. I mean, you can't really ask for something more engaging at this point than that. We used to sit in memorial museums and kind of read the text and be told some of the stories behind them. But this is a completely different level.
There are 2 Nazi guards at the gate.
Almost touch it, so far away. There was absolutely almost no chance to get out.
It's really sad. Wow. Is there a fine line though when it comes to design an experience where you want to make it engaging but maybe not too immersive?
You shouldn't overwhelm someone emotionally. And I think especially because of this, we decided to use 3D animations. It makes things real, but it's not realistic. And so you get a sense of what was going on. And of course you hear from Inge firsthand, but still, there's some sort of a distance because it's not like that you see real soldiers, not like you see real people getting hurt, and so on and so on. But you understand how the scenery was looking like.
I've been working on genocide and Holocaust commemoration issues for many years. These topics are not easy. The immersive part of it really, makes you also feel like you're part of the life of the people, and seeing Inge where she is today and seeing that there is a life for survivors and how she made a life for herself and how strong she is also part of, the positive part of experiencing this.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's a real pleasure to meet you. Have you got to try the experience yourself? Have you seen what you look like in virtual reality?
Yeah, I look pretty good. I was satisfied. When you read a book, sometimes you would like to speak to that person in the book, to converse with that person, but you can't. You have to continue reading. And I think this way, this new method, gives you this insight.
Unfortunately, you can't ask Inge any old question. It has to be in some way connected to answers that she originally recorded. But what's really clever here is how the application expands once you get to know Inge more.
Her granddad's just popped up there.
As your curiosity peaks and you come back to Inge after the first story has been told, you find there's a sequel to that, some follow-up that you can then ask about, which then takes you on this journey and these branches through her life. And that's how we structured this, not as a linear storytelling. We're not watching a movie. We are actually delving into her life and allowing, just as we would do in conversation, different aspects of that life to unfold as we talk to her.
Right now you can only hear from Inge in English and German, but down the line Stephen says using AI she could be translated into various languages so everyone can access it.
What was the experience like being in the studio, being asked all these questions?
I don't know. I'm a talker. I don't mind answering anything. Because when I'm gone, I'm gone. It's finished. History is gone. This is more than bringing back a dead person, you know, because that's not possible. But this way, you can make that person, give them 1,000 years of life. I think that's wonderful.